Hi, I'm Jessica Lahr, and on this week's episode, we'll take a look at the weekend weather outlook and some great photos from around the region. But first, the most clicked on local headlines of the week at FLX1.com. The manhunt for two convicted killers who escaped from the Clinton Correctional Facility in upstate New York entered a fifth day on Wednesday with little indication that their capture was imminent. On Tuesday, authorities received a tip from someone in Willsboro, an Adirondack town about 30 miles south of the prison, who spotted two suspicious men walking down a rural road in the middle of an overnight rainstorm. Still, after more than 4 days on the run, the actual whereabouts of 48-year-old Richard Matt and 34-year-old David Sweat remains a mystery. Governor Cuomo has announced that the state is offering up to $100,000 for information leading to the capture of the two fugitives. A 15-year-old girl was crossing Grant Avenue in Auburn around 9:14 p.m. on Monday night when she was struck by a driver trying to make a left turn from Grant Avenue onto McIntosh Drive. The driver of the vehicle told police she had heard a thud and pulled over, and when she got out of the car, she saw a second car run over the girl who was lying in the southbound lane of Grant Avenue. It was raining at the time of the crash and visibility was poor. The girl was airlifted with life-threatening injuries but is now reported to be in fair condition at Upstate University Hospital. The crash remains under investigation. A 57-year-old Ontario County man is dead after the motorcycle he was riding collided with a deer in the town of Farmington. Dale A. Young of Canandaigua was southbound on Weigert Road at about 7:30 on Saturday night when his 2002 Harley-Davidson struck the deer near the intersection of Yon Road. A passing motorist happened upon the scene immediately after the crash and began administering CPR along with a deputy until paramedics arrived. The Ontario County coroner pronounced Young dead at the scene. Read more on all these stories and hundreds more from over 40 local sources online at FingerLakes1.com. Strong thunderstorms and heavy rains have pounded the Finger Lakes this week, and on Monday afternoon took down trees and snapped power lines in Waterloo and locations in Cayuga County. On Tuesday morning, more storms came through the region, with the central Finger Lakes receiving over an inch of rain in less than an hour. While the forecast ahead includes some pleasant periods, the weekend also holds threat for more storms. After a rain-free day on Thursday, the threat of rain returns on Friday with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon with a high of 82 degrees. On Friday night, the chance of precipitation increases to 60%. There is 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday with a cooler daytime high of 75 expected. Sunday looks to be a great day under mostly sunny skies with a high of 77 degrees. For up-to-the-minute weather information, radar images, and the latest local forecast, visit our local weather center at FingerLakes1.com or on the FingerLakes1.com Android or iPhone app. When we come back, a look at some of the great local photos posted at FingerLakes1.com this week, including a great gallery from inside the gorge at Watkins Glen. I'll be back in 60 seconds.
So many sights to see on the internet, but for everything local, there's no place you can get it. At FingerLakes1.com. Come on over to FingerLakes1.com. Like us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to FingerLakes1.
Local news from over 40 sources, custom local weather, over 10 hours of live broadcasts and podcasts every week on your computer, tablet, television, or smartphone. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
www.fingerlakes1.com. Come on and join the fun. Log on to FingerLakes1.
www.fingerlakes1.com.
Welcome back. Now a look at some of our local photos from the week. Rachel Burkholder saw the storm clouds on Friday night and stopped at Dean's Cove hoping to get some good cloud pictures. When it started to rain, she was treated to this awesome rainbow. Definitely a photo of the year candidate from Rachel. Chris Trine captured a boat's wake in the sunrise at Sodus Point on Sunday, along with a charter boat in the distance, exiting the channel of Sodus Bay. Lori Dirks shares this photo of her purebred Arabian mare, who receives a daily visit from a white-tailed doe in Ontario, Wayne County. The two herbivores have nothing to fear from each other, and according to Lori, have become quite accustomed to hanging out. Eric Baldwin snapped this shot of Finger Lakes railway cars on a beautiful Saturday morning in Geneva this week. The Sulphur Springs Festival always puts on a great parade, and thousands turned out on Saturday evening to enjoy this year's event. Shelley Lannon was there and sent in this close-up of the Mid-Lakes High School Marching Band Drum Corps. And here's something different. John Van Neel caught a close-up of a doe and her fawn on a trail cam in Seneca Falls over the weekend. Finally, Rachel Burkholder hiked through the gorge at Watkins Glen earlier this week, and after all the rain, the water was flowing at full strength on its way to Seneca Lake. We hope you enjoyed this short slideshow of some amazing images that Rachel captured. Wow, great scenes from the Glen. Earlier this week, a USA Today reader poll named Watkins Glen the #3 state park in the entire nation. It looks like the Finger Lakes region is a hot spot for great state parks because Letchworth took the top spot in the poll. You can check out more recent local photos by clicking on the Photos link at the top of our homepage or by tapping the Photos tab on our app. In local theaters this weekend, Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park opens nationwide on Friday and is playing locally in Geneva, Penn Canandaigua, Auburn, and the Omen Theater in Lyons. Also opening this weekend is the Entourage movie, joining the Melissa McCarthy comedy Spy and the chilling prequel Insidious Chapter 3. For movie times at theaters close to you, click on Movie Times at our homepage or the FingerLakes1.com app. Next, a quick rundown of what's happening around the Finger Lakes this weekend. It's the Smokin' Summer Kickoff on the Seneca Lake Wine Trail. Start your summer season off with this fun-filled wine and food pairing weekend. Check in at your chosen starting winery, pick up your ticket and gift item, then enjoy a self-guided tour around beautiful Seneca Lake. Visit SenecaLakeWine.com for more information or to purchase tickets online. Local and regional Finger Lakes artists are invited to participate in the Canandaigua Community Paint Out on Saturday to enjoy plein air painting for the day. Learn more at fingerlakespleinair.com. Seneca Meadows Landfill is offering tours on Saturday in Seneca Falls that includes stops at their Falcon Pen, recycling drop-off area, landfill cell, gas-to-energy plant, and wetlands preserve. Call 315-539-5624 to reserve your spot. Also on Saturday, Rose Hill Mansion in Geneva is holding a yard sale to benefit the Geneva Historical Society on Saturday from 9 a.m. till 2. Check out more details on these events and many more by visiting our community events calendar. FingerLakes1.tv, the region's first and only internet broadcasting network, launched our new network hub online at FingerLakes1.tv on Monday. The new website organizes all our programming in one place and is accessible through any device, including your smartphone or smart television. If you missed it on FingerLakes1.tv this week, on Monday morning, Steve Churchill from the Seneca County Board of Supervisors joined Harold Weber live in studio where he discussed the latest developments in efforts to block natural gas storage in caverns underneath Seneca Lake near Watkins Glen.
Now, of course, everybody has favorite topics. You and me have talked about some of the topics that you're extremely involved in. You were talking about Seneca Lake and the gas and so forth. Update us on, I've been reading a lot about it. I don't understand it like you do. Where does that stand?
Well, real quickly, it's not good because they're still planning. The plan is still moving forward. The project's still hanging out there. That's not good. It's been too many years. I spend way too much time on it. I want to get back to doing other stuff. It seems like a no-brainer. But to bring up, with some of the numbers, there are now 27 municipalities in the Finger Lakes that have passed resolutions against that project, including the city of Syracuse.
Wow.
Just last week, the city of Ithaca. 5 counties, many towns. Lodi, since I've seen you last, Lodi, Ovid, Romulus, Varick have all come on board. Seneca Falls. Actually, Hector will be considering the topic here this coming week. So we're trying to get trying to green up some towns in Schuyler County. But on the DEC side, there was an issues conference earlier in February. All of that data is now in front of the administrative law judge to consider. And the consensus is that the DEC would have permitted it 5 years ago if they thought they could have got away with it. They're just a permitting, essentially, organization. So the consensus is that they probably will issue the permit. So now the real front has to be on the political side. But there's a coalition of businesses against this to the tune of about 330 businesses in the Finger Lakes. Those 27 municipalities represent over 750,000 people in the Finger Lakes, but yet the governor just doesn't hear us.
Wow.
And that's the problem.
On Tuesday, manager
governor,
Carol
going off topic.
Hendrickson and head chef Jay Sands from Parker's in downtown Seneca Falls were guests on Healthy Cooking with Your Friendly Italians to talk about some of their favorite items on their expansive menu.
And my favorite is you have a beef tenderloin sandwich, which is a really a nice dish. I really like that. Everything is there is good, You also smoke your own ribs.
Yes.
Wow. And the greatest comfort food in the world you have, a open-faced pot roast with mushroom onion gravy with mashed potatoes. Now, you can't get any more comforter than that.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a great dish.
So tell us some of your favorites, Carol. What are you?
My favorite, I love the scallops.
Yes.
That's my dinner on every Friday night. I have scallops. I love Jay's pasta dishes. He does great carbonara. He does great saute dishes. We can go above and beyond what a lot of the other do because we have a larger kitchen.
Oh, is it?
We have a saute station. We have room. We have extra ovens. We have extra burners on our stoves.
And the other restaurants do not have Jay.
Right. We have an advantage.
You damn right you do. And even his Mexican food is good.
Oh,
you have any Mexican in your blood?
No,
but
I worked in a Mexican restaurant.
Did you? All right, because I've always liked the quesadillas. If when I'm in doubt, that's what I order. But I love your quesadillas. So.
And we can't talk enough about the soups that you have there. You have a very spicy soup, which is zucchini and sausage soup, which is.
Well, tell us about how you came about making some of these soups and
He won't tell the secrets.
Well,
Well, the
not
zoo-
the secrets, but just what motivated you to make some of these combinations? Because the lobster bisque is not the normal lobster bisque you get. Not what I
Just
ate today.
A lot of practice, I guess.
A lot of practice. Yeah.
Years and
I
years
just
of
want
practice.
my soups to be better than other people's, so
Well, you certainly do work at that.
good ingredients.
And the
Well, that always makes it.
and the French onion soup is real French onion soup instead of this dehydrated crap that you get in some places. Really, really good. So we have the soups. You also have some great salads. You have a steak salad, right?
Yeah.
Finger Lakes 1.tv and the Crash Course was live from Whitney Point, New York on Saturday for a 12-hour webcast of the Kings of Old School Demolition Derby. Here's just a short taste of the Demo Derby action that took place late into the night with Chris Marquardt on the call.
And Lahr's up there in Wisconsin waiting on the Vandau heat. Harmon again trying to get out. He is wedged in there bad now, number 38. So we're down to about 5. Jim Mann among them, coming in from Brockton, Massachusetts. Canadian Rick Clark is in the 08. Problems for Dusty Green now. Here comes Dan Godfrey from down in the Owego area and backing it up. Brian Tompkins trying to pick his shots here. Here he comes out of the blocks, chooses not to hit Godfrey. Look at how the core support and hood have flattened out on Godfrey's car, man. That's weird. Godfrey's wedged in a little bit now. We'll see if Tompkins doesn't try and free him up. And he does. Goes, whoa, Jim Mann, did you see his head snap into the back seat? He got clobbered. Somebody needs to check on Jim Mann. Somebody check on Jim Mann. I don't know if you guys are listening. Make sure he's all right. That broke the seat. Here he comes again. Godfrey piles in on top of him. Godfrey throws it in reverse, going half track. He's going to look at him one more time. Might be throwing the red flag. Somebody make sure, slow him down on Jim Mann. Remarkable shot, but this is not necessary. Godfrey now turning his attention elsewhere. Red flagging this event momentarily. Let's see what's going on here. Being warned now, the 08 of Rick Clark and the 68 of Brian Tompkins warned that they need to increase coverage. Making sure that the floor gave away, the roof gave away, and his head snapped into the back seat. Remarkable shot that Jim Mann took. He looks like he's okay in the cockpit. Genuine cause for concern during the red flag when Godfrey was just unloading on him. Thrilling to heat. Josh Decker, what's the verdict on there? Is he okay? Jim Mann is okay. How about a hand for Jim Mann? Look at how that car has folded up. And everybody, you gotta like Dan Godfrey out there in that 03. What a run he's been having.
Wow, over 9,000 viewers tuned in to the Kings of Old School live webcast on Saturday. On Monday night, Jim Sinacropi and Bob LaPrade discussed the 85 that Tiger Woods carded last weekend at the Memorial on episode 26 of the Finger Lakes Golfer podcast.
Keep going back to what I say every week when we talk about Tiger, every episode when he comes up, that guy is done. Mm-hmm. He's done. He has as many rounds this year in the 80s as he does in the 60s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what are people hanging on to here? I mean, they keep expecting a comeback, but,
listen,
it's not happening.
There's two things that need to happen here. Number one is he needs to pick up his phone, go to his contacts, go to the B section, and dial up Butch Harmon.
Okay.
Number one.
Yeah, I don't think Butch would want to talk to him.
Perhaps he wouldn't, but business is business, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Tiger's got enough money to probably coax Butch into helping him out a little
Especially if he's contrite.
Number two is I truly believe there's something influencing Tiger Woods, and I would say some type of
mental issue?
No, I would say it's I think he's hooked on pain pills.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
a bold prediction.
Yeah, well, you heard it here first.
You really did. I haven't heard
Yeah.
that anywhere yet.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods potentially hooked on pain pills. Why do you Why do you think that?
Well, if you look at some of the shots he's hitting that you would normally expect from a 20-plus handicapper, it looks like it's in slow motion. His reactions are in slow motion. It just doesn't. It the only thing that comes to mind is OxyContin, or I'm being honest.
No,
I mean, we've seen it with athletes before, right?
Yeah.
Poor performance based on pain relieving type substances.
Well, he's had plenty of injuries. It's been well
yeah.
documented. Which is one of the things I say is there ever been a golfer who has as many injuries as Tiger Woods?
Right.
And is it just a coincidence, or is Tiger using some of these injuries as excuses? Does he have a low tolerance for pain? I mean, I seem to remember the guy winning the U.S. Open on a supposedly broken leg. Remember that?
Yeah.
And now, at the post-game press conference, he blames his 85 on a blister.
Listen, some of the chips, if you look at the hole, I think it was 18, where he hit some of those pitch shots or chips, once you hit the first one, you got to guarantee yourself that it just doesn't happen at that level of play from someone like Tiger Woods to hit a second shot after he hit the first one so poorly. So I think there's something going on there besides the yips, or it just doesn't happen at that level of play, especially from Tiger Woods. So I think he's being influenced by some type of narcotic, I don't think it's he probably is addicted to it, but I think there's some kind of pain reliever.
Okay, so just full disclosure, Bob, this is just based on what you observed watching him play. You don't have any inside information. This is pure speculation.
It's pure speculation. I think he's relieving some pain with some type of narcotic that is influencing his play.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a take I hadn't heard. That's the type of insight you get at the Finger Lakes Golfer podcast that you might not get at the Golf Channel.
No, you heard it here first, Jim.
Right. I did.
Check out all of this week's episodes at fingerlakes1.tv or on the Finger Lakes One TV tab on our app. All our audio programming is also streaming in rotation on Finger Lakes One Radio. Finally, congratulations to the Victor Blue Devils, the 2015 Class B Boys Lacrosse State Champions. The title was the first state championship for Victor Lacrosse and just the third lacrosse state championship for a school from Section 5. Thanks for joining me for another edition of FLX Weekly. I'll be back next Wednesday afternoon. For FingerLakes1.com, I'm Jessica Lahr. Have a fantastic Finger Lakes weekend.